Hi everyone, thanks for watching the YouTube channel of the Fishing Musicians. On this episode, I'm condensing down the Yellowstone National Park version of my adventure. Yellowstone National Park is of course located in Wyoming in the United States of America. I specifically wanted to visit the Lamar River Valley. I've heard that that's where the most abundant wildlife is and some of the best fishing in the park. So join me as I do a bunch of camping and a solo backpacking excursion in the Lamar River Valley in Yellowstone National Park. I'm pretty pumped and I'm pretty happy about my pack. A lot lighter than it was last year at Yosemite. Yosemite, they make you carry a bare food storage, so this is a lot better. I should be okay, and it's going to be even lighter once the couple of days are over with. Let's continue on and have an awesome time. One thing you should keep in mind if you're backpacking and hiking in these type of elevations, especially if you come from a place that pretty much is on sea level, is that it gets real cold overnight and then seriously hot during the day, even in September. So you have to pack loose, light, and layered, and make sure you have lots of water. Water? Well, you're going to see that this becomes an issue, and always playing it safe comes first, especially when you're solo backpacking in the deep backcountry of Yellowstone National Park. I'm literally 500 yards down the trail, and I can already tell that I'm going to definitely need to shed some clothing. It gets real cold overnight and really hot during the day, and it's already getting hot, especially carrying all this stuff. And I've got like military pants underneath my outdoor pants and a sweater on. I'm going to stop again, take my boots off, and shed some pounds. So I'd say we've done a mile, or I've done a mile. Well, actually they have too. There's a German couple behind me that are just doing a day hike. So my first day hike is 4 miles, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be 8 miles, which makes it 12 total. And then Friday I've got to hike back the duration of the 12 miles. It looks like thunder showers on Friday, and that's why I didn't want to do the 3 nights out here. Man, I don't know, it'll be one hell of a day, 12-mile day. My pack will be lighter. I want to get my campsite set up here, just get set up and check it out, do some fishing this evening. It's hot, and it's getting hot too. I don't know if you can see that. One lone bison. I don't have a tripod or anything. Totally commando here. And then if you look down the valley, there's herds of bison. It's hard to see. I don't have a zoom lens either. And now I'm looking forward to seeing what's on top of this little ridge here, this hill. And hopefully it's downhill. I'm going to need some water soon. I've got my life straw, so I'm going to have to filter some water. Onward and upward. Look at that for a view. I think my German friends have turned around. I think they were a bit disappointed that the trail didn't follow the river either, but I think they took the wrong one, because I believe there is one. Anyhow, I think I may start to descend here shortly. Perfect. Holy fuck. That scared the hell out of me. Look at that. That's a bison head. Freaky. Holy shit. Never seen that before. Wow. Looks like she's picked clean, bro. Wow. That's wild. Guess what that is? Damn fresh bison shit. Guess whose footprint that is? You guess right. Didn't leave much of a mess, but I felt it. Going along this hillside here, consistently going up and up and up. The river is that way. I thought the trail perhaps might be
following the river a little bit more, and it's getting kind of warm. I'm hoping we start to descend, or I start to descend soon, because I'm going to need a break and some shade. Total 4 miles, so it can't be that far. I think it's just right down there. There, if you can see it. Let's hope. For sure I've gone a couple of miles at least. I have a feeling it's just down there, so not too bad. Once it gets settled and everything and rested, might even take a little dip into the Wawa. Cache Creek. I'm almost to my campsite, and beautiful valley here, man. This is going to be wicked. Totally wicked. Gonna get wet. He told me. Oh well. There she goes. Not too bad. Water's actually warm. There, across Cache Creek. My campsite for the night, 3L2. Awesome. Well, this is the trail to it anyway. So I just wanted to give you an idea what my scenario is here for my tarp. This is going to be my shelter for this evening. Basically, I've got it tied off with 2 points on 2 different trees with this ultralight Etowah cable that he gave me here, this rope. Super durable. And then basically I've got it tied off in the middle here because there's a bunch of different points where you can do any number of things with this tarp. It's very versatile in regards to what applications you might use it for. A couple of rocks and tied off in the bottom, and I've got an ultralight peg here, and I've got a couple of rocks just stabilizing this right now and keeping it open. But when I go to bed, I will use a couple more of these ultralight pegs and seal it and create the same thing that I did on the back end. And just another ultralight peg on this side, hammered it in with a rock, and using the tarp underneath, and my sleeping bag, and I've got lots of great military pants, jackets, and down-filled jackets and long johns, so I will be completely fine for this evening. And up here is our food processing. As mentioned, you have to keep your food processing in the fire pit at least 100 yards or so away from your campsite. So they say you should have it hung. Always bring rope with you, and it should be 4 feet at least from the either side of the trees, so that the bears can't get across, because black bears can climb, grizzly bears do not. So that looks pretty good. So we're heading down to the Lamar River Valley, and when I got into my campsite, the occupants were still there from the night before. Yohai and his buddies. They're from Israel, living in New York City, and just happened to be doing some backcountry camping, and they were about to take off. But then I mentioned to him that I'm going fishing, and he wants to see if he can catch a fish. So we're going to see if we can get one.
Yeah, hopefully.
So we'll see what we can attract here. So the main river's right here. You were already out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it looks beautiful.
Over here, to the left.
To the left?
Yeah. Just a little more here. You see it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bushwhacking. Hopefully I took the Nama.
So when traveling in the backcountry, especially in all these different parks, it's always best to use a water filter. I use the Life Straw. It's pretty handy and pretty versatile, but it can get plugged. It's probably best you check to see if it works before you leave. Having only one small canister to boil water, this is leaving me in a big predicament.
No one for miles.
Finally, it's time to cast a line on the Lamar River in Yellowstone National Park. A dream come true. Fishing in the backcountry of a national park full of cutthroat trout. Dream big, my friends. Dream very big.
You got one? What? Yeah.
That's awesome, man. You want to try fly fishing?
1 second. My line.
Unreal, man.
Oh, wow.
There's lots of fish in there. Yeah. Oh, great. My rod just fell apart. Look at that baby. Here, baby. Oh, he's gone. Oh, well. So I've been here for... How long have you been here? 15 minutes? I've hooked 2 and fish.
Got unhooked.
Oh, he's going. There he goes. Super slippery, eh?
Yeah, super slippery. Oh. Wow. All right, here you go.
Hey, buddy. There's slimy little buggers. And there we go. Anyway.
All right.
They're strong, man. Better let him go. You got him?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a picture. Got it. All right.
There he goes. Oh, we have to go back. I just figured out my life straw does not work. So that means I have to boil water. I have no boiled water right now and I'm thirsty as hell. How do you say your name again, man?
Yohai.
Yohai. Yohai has been nice enough to give me some of his water. But they're taking off is the unfortunate thing. So I was able to hook 5 fish. I landed 3. Or the first one I kind of didn't land, but anyhow, that was pretty successful. I think I got Yohai intrigued about fly fishing. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Those are beautiful fish. Those are the first cutthroat trout I've caught. So I'm going to head back to camp and try to boil some water, and maybe I might head back later on this evening to do some more fishing. So we're on our way back to our campsite. Oh, it's great meeting you guys. So you can catch them on anywhere right on the main road there too. Just Still trekking back to our campsite. So I've got an issue and a call to make, and I guess my decision has been made because my life straw is not working. So that's an easy decision for me not to be able to go to camp number 2 tomorrow night. There's no way I can hike another 8 miles tomorrow and then 12 miles on the way back. I only have one small little cylinder. If I had the life straw, I could just drink unlimited amounts of water out of the river. That's not the case. So I gotta go start boiling water right now. I'll see you guys in a bit. Here's my camp. So, this is night number 3. I am in the Lamar Valley at my outback campsite. The guys from Israel left, and I'm all by my lonesome. Miles from civilization for sure, and miles from anyone else. Here's my supper for tonight. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of, what do I got here? Smoky cheese and bacon mashed potatoes. And some noodles on my little stove. Oh yeah. Potatoes are ready. Gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. Num nums for tonight.
Finally, alone in the backcountry of Yellowstone National Park. Judging from the amount of wildlife tracks, I know that there's tons of moose, grizzly bears, elk, bison, wolves right around me.
Yeah, so I haven't shown this, but there's a ton, and I'm talking a ton, of wild animal tracks everywhere, all over the place, wherever you look.
When camping, there are 2 essential needs. Everyone knows this: fire and water. It's amazing how that fire will make you feel when you're alone in the backcountry, when you know there's grizzlies, moose, wolves, and whatever critters are around you. But when you have to put that fire out, the sun goes down and the moon is high, I know there's critters around. I sleep with one ear open, bear spray, and a knife, just in case.
So I survived night number 3 at Lamar Valley, backcountry camping in spot number L32. I was supposed to go to another campsite 8 miles downriver, but as I mentioned, I don't have a life straw and I forgot my coffee. So that is a major thing. And I also forgot my battery charger for my main camera. So everything's being shot on an iPhone 7. I do have a bit of battery left on the main camera, the 4K, but I want to use that for some of the scenic shots that I'm going to do in the next couple of days. Had a great sleep. No critters around my tarp last night. Definitely heard them all night. There's a lot of movement around in the woods. The only thing that really bothers me is the grizzly bears, because I've never really encountered one of them, so I don't really want to counter one of them because it was pitch black last night, and my tarp is it has to be like 150 yards away, so pitch black over there. Boiling some water right now for the trek out, and I'm going to clean up camp. I got my stuff semi-packed here, and going to see what else Yellowstone has to offer once I get to the trailhead. But it should be a cool hike out back, and it's only I don't know, it's only 4 miles, so should be lots of fun. We'll see you on the trail. Pretty wild. Right up my campsite, there's a big bison right there. You can see it. I thought it was a grizzly at first. Scared the shit out of me. spot. So I just started my hike, and this is where I saw that big bison. I don't know where he is, but they're in rutting season apparently, so definitely don't want to piss him off. Nice spot here. Fucking flip and kill myself. Yeah, I'm gonna get wet. Once I get wet, I'm wet. Shit. Great. Hike just started, soaking wet. Later. Nice spot. Biggest hill of the whole trip right here. It's not very much, but it's the last time you get shade. See you later, Cache Creek. Thanks for everything. I can't get over the amount of wildlife here. There's scat everywhere. Bison, elk, look at, and I got an issue here. See those little bumps, those little black bumps on the top of the hill? Those are bison. I don't know if there's a full herd over the top of that hill, but I'm not moving very fast. And if one of those wanted to charge, I'm fucked. I might have to divert. That's a big bull. You see that? Bison right there. I'm gonna perhaps, where is he here? Right there. You don't look that close, but he's close. I'll just continue moving on and hope there's no more on this trail right here. Wild bison. This is not a zoo. I hate when bison look at me like that. That one gave me the eye there. Like he was going to attack. There's only two here. Down in this valley, you can see herds of them. Actually, herds, they cause roadblocks. Check this out. They're scrapping right in front of the cars. Holy shit. Hi. Don't hit my car. Oh God. Oh, that's a big one. Holy God. I'm sorry, man. Having a great trek out here from the campsite. I saw some pronghorns, some cranes, a hawk, and you can just look down in the fields and see the bison everywhere. I'm starting to see the road now. I've been at it for probably an hour and a half or so, just taking my time. It's absolutely beautiful. The weather's beautiful. Just giving her, bro. Giving her. I don't know if you can tell. There's a couple of pronghorn up there. Hopefully I can zoom in on post-production. There's one moving, I think, right there now. No. And there's another one up on the top of the rock ridge. If they wouldn't have made their call to alert each other that I was walking down the trail, I would never have known they were there. Some cranes out in the field. Look in the background. Bison. Sweet.